Here on my channel, we talk about self-love, personal development, and we grow together. I consider you as my Swan sister to become the best version of ourselves. I'm so excited that you're here. If you're a returning Swan sister, welcome back. And if you're new here to Chic and Lively, my name is Roxy, and I'm so excited to get to know you, engage with you in the comments. I'm going to talk about how to stand up for yourself. Oftentimes, we let a lot of things slide because we don't want to hurt the other person's feeling, or we think that it's not a big deal, and that can create a snowball effect. Trust me, I know, because I've used to hold so much inside and I wouldn't let it out because I was scared of hurting the other person's feeling and not really voicing what I truly felt inside because of fear of being judged and just being misperceived. That really hurt me, didn't allow me to open up and share. The more that we hoard those feelings on the inside, that tends to really turn into an effect that will make us explode on our loved ones. If we don't show our true emotions and show other people how we truly feel and be able to confront them in a gentle way, we can do it right then and there once it happens, so that way it doesn't blow up to something bigger later on. Then we're really doing ourselves a disfavor when we're not voicing it. And I can so attest to this. A lot of times I would hold things back, and when I was going through a very difficult situation, I wouldn't want to talk about it to the person who made me upset or angry. Instead, I would go home and vent to my loved one or just someone that I care about, and then all of a sudden they would see this explosive version of me. That was what was holding me back from truly voicing how I felt. Over time, I became more comfortable with confrontation. It got less and less scary. It just became more of this conversation that was difficult to have. But I knew that if I hoarded all those feelings inside, it would not be easy for me to have peace, and I would feel this uneasiness in my stomach, and it wouldn't be fair to those that I love and sharing that with them, but not directly confronting whatever it was that made me upset. I learned that standing up for yourself means that you have to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. If, let's say, you are getting something from a store and they're not giving you the service that you like, if they're not giving you that wonderful experience and you're not feeling valued, it's okay to voice that. It's okay to say, hey, I'm not having a great experience and this is why. Because the more that you hold it inside, the more that your energy will show, and you're going to become not only passive aggressive, but it's not going to be positive energy. I think that when someone tells us something that's hard to hear, but they tell us right then and there, and they're honest about it, it presents integrity. Because when you hold it back and everyone just thinks that it's okay when it's truly not okay, that's when you know this is just not authentic. Everything is not going to feel comfortable in the moment. But when you don't feel that comfortable the moment, that's when you should speak up and say something. You know that saying, speak now or forever hold your peace? For me, I used to really just not give my honest feedback or opinion because I was scared of what might happen. I was scared of the repercussions. Now that I'm practicing it, it's not as bad as it really seems. The more that you do it, the easier that it gets. I promise you. When you are voicing how you truly feel and you're speaking up for yourself, you are commanding respect. You're saying, hey, don't treat me like this because I'm not going to tolerate it. And you're giving yourself that respect and self-love of saying, I do not want to tolerate this behavior, and I'm going to tell you what's bothering me. So whether that is receiving customer service or in a conversation with someone who rubbed you the wrong way, and you say, this is how I perceived it as, this is what came across, and I don't appreciate that. It will just make you feel so powerful. In the past, I felt really powerless because I couldn't speak what I really wanted to say without having fear, caring too much about what other people think. But now I really don't feel intimidated. I don't feel like I owe anything to anyone. I feel like I don't even need to give them an explanation of how they made me feel. I know that I'm confident in who I am when I look in the mirror. And I think that when you become so confident in speaking your mind, and you can do so in a nice, polite way, having a soft voice, being an introvert, and still asserting yourself in a very commanding respect way, so that other people know that they can't run over you. You're not a pushover. For anyone who is an introvert that is soft-spoken, I think that the world mistakes that, having a soft voice and being kind and very generous and giving and having this sweet personality, they view it as weakness. We're not vulnerable. We're not weak. We're courageous. And I'm telling you, you're going to go so far, my Swan sister, by just confronting the moment and the situation when it happens, so that way you nip it in the behind. You do that right away, right then and there, because the effect is enormous when you experience it right then and there versus pondering about it, reflecting, and then going back and saying something. The effect is then minimized. I hope that this really helps you to find more peace, to find more strength, and feel powerful within yourself, because you have a voice and you should use it. And I know that the younger version of me and the version of me even a year ago would not really find a way to stand up for myself. I would let so many things slide or roll off the shoulders because I felt like it wasn't worth it. But if you are doing that and it's causing you your mental peace and it's causing you to exert that force of energy or that anger onto your loved one, then you need to change that behavior and just confront it right then and there to whomever was the source that made you angry or made you feel a certain way. I now know to separate my emotions and to not project anything that went wrong and that made me feel a certain way, like a negative environment. I know not to project that energy onto my loved one, because now I'm able to deal with it when it happens. I'm able to confront it and I'm able to work through the situation, even though you may feel so angry and you may feel explosive on the inside and you're just like, I'm ready to punch a punching bag. Deal with it in the moment and find a way to release it. Don't hold it in. When you release it, you'll feel so much better. You'll feel like a ton of bricks have been lifted off your shoulders. I hope that helps you, my Swan sister. If you love content like this, you love empowering, engaging, uplifting content, and true stories of how I've overcome the challenges that I am now sharing with you, please subscribe and stay tuned for more content like this. I love growing together. I'm so proud of you. You got this, my Swan sister. I will see you soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.